Hey, it's James Murray. We're in the Net News Ledger newsroom, part of Politics 2.0, where we're bringing you as much of the information as you need to make an informed decision voting. We're joined by Derek Parks, who's the Progressive Conservative candidate in Thunder Bay Superior North. Derek, welcome to Politics 2.0.
Thanks for having us, James.
So, to start with, you ran in the last provincial election for the PCs.
Yes, I did.
You're picking up the baton?
Yes.
And you're running the second leg now?
Yes.
What do our readers and viewers need to know? Who's Derek Parks and why are you running for office?
Well, I guess the reason why I'm running for office is I wanted to, spend a lot of groundwork laying the former leader, Patrick Brown. When I ran in 2014, as most of the viewers and constituents of Thunder Bay Superior North realized, we had a bit of a mess with the local Ontario PC party finding a candidate. I was living at the time in Cambridge, and I volunteered to come up and say, look, you know what, you're having trouble finding a local candidate. I mean, I'll go back. I mean, I'd worked in the mining sector for years and still did, and, I felt it was only fair that, someone stepped into that role and try to at least put some profile in for the Ontario PC party for Thunder Bay Superior North.
So you're back?
Yes.
And you're doing it again?
Yes, doing it again. I was able, took a couple years, but convinced my significant other to move back to Thunder Bay. So, last time I did not live here at the time because it kind of sprung up on us. And now I've taken the time to move the family back during the summer so the kids weren't affected with school. And it's actually great to be back home. I've missed, my profession has allowed me to work in the north throughout my life, but it's nice to slow down the pace of life and call Thunder Bay Superior North home again.
Now, as a progressive conservative, in 2018, it's been a roller coaster ride the last couple of months.
Oh, it has, and I've lucked out. I've had the front row seat sitting on the Ontario PC executive at the same time, and it's okay. I mean, it's good. At the end of the day, it's the members who need to decide where this party goes, and I've always sided with that, and I think that's the only true way in a democratic process that political parties, the membership has to decide who that leader is. I know the deadlines were very quick and rapid. We all did the best we could, and I think the grassroots Ontario PC party is happy to have Doug Ford as elected by the members and moving forward into the election. I mean, it's extremely tight timelines, but I think we're grateful for getting that cleared out before going into a general election.
So, as a progressive conservative candidate, what do you see as the main issues for Thunder Bay Superior North?
I think main issues, a lot of it, we're hearing at the door is how Kathleen Wynne has treated the North. I mean, we just have to look at energy prices and how hydro's been affected. That is one of the main issues. We're also dealing with economic development issues. I mean, we have potential mines. I mean, Ring of Fire, yes, absolutely has Doug Ford's ear, but I mean, when I talk to other people, we're more than the Ring of Fire. There's other opportunities. You have Greenstone Gold in Geraldton. You have Stillwater and Marathon. You have these huge potential opportunities that need the right environment to prosper. Along with global metal prices, there also has to be a government willing to participate and move these projects along. I mean, one of the main reasons why I'm running is that in 2010, I actually introduced Michael Gravel to Cliffs at the time. They had just bought Free West, and I thought at the age of 34, a Fortune 500 company and the minister of my hometown, we might get somewhere. Well, we're 8 years past that point, and, we're moving along. In 2014, it was like we didn't have a federal partner, and the federal government was like, well, we haven't received the paperwork from the province. And now we have 2 levels of red, and we're still, working our way through a permitting process that should really be expedited.
Now, there's a bit of a contrast here. Every interview that we've done with Minister Gravel as Minister of Northern Development and Mines, he's talked about we got to get the Ring of Fire right.
Right.
And we were on a conference call with Doug Ford just after the leadership, and he said we got to get this Ring of Fire going, and I will grab a shovel or jump on a bulldozer.
Yeah.
What's the full story there?
Well, I think what we've got a leader of a provincial party who's very well known in the 416-905. He's eager to get shovels in the ground. I think he's also eager because he sees that potential that he wants to get it right in regards to getting it done. But I also realize that as he becomes aware of the process, that we're pretty close to getting there right now, I feel. But I mean, it's we'll see what the election brings. I mean, I've got more faith in the Mattawa Tribal Council and the various tribal councils around the area to move this along more than I do than the Kathleen Wynne Liberals.
So what's coming up next in the campaign as we move closer to election, the writ being dropped?
Well, you're going to see us develop a little more of our policy. We have to let the grassroots have a say on what that policy is and specifically how it's going to implement the North. I mean, one of the key things that we're looking at was raising the personal income tax level exemption up to, I think it was around $30,000. That has provide more of a benefit than raising minimum wage. And as we move into the election, we're just seeing what other mismanagement that the Liberals have done. I mean, we've had a variety of MPPs step aside and take this election out. So, I mean, there's a lot of people even within the Ontario Liberal Party that are not expecting things to go well. And I think if you look at the polling numbers, it's going to show the Ontario PC Party as the party of choice. It's just whether or not the voters in Thunder Bay Superior North are going to want to have someone on the governing side.
We head into the next steps of the pre-campaign before the writs drop. What are your plans as a progressive conservative candidate here in Thunder Bay Superior North?
Well, I'm looking forward to having Doug in the riding. That's going to be number one. I mean, when he did his leadership and came up on such short notice, we had the most diverse room of Ontario PC members I've ever seen in Northern Ontario. We had a variety right across all ethnic backgrounds, which was very great to see. And the numbers were very similar to when other leadership candidates came through. That is number one. Process of opening up our office and just getting out and meeting people and hearing their concerns and door knocking and just moving along. I mean, 8 weeks is going to go by pretty quick.
It always flies by twice as fast as you think it would.
Yes.
So right now people can find you on Facebook?
Yeah, by Facebook. We also have a website, derekparks.ca, that allows our contact information, along with Twitter at derekparkstbsn. And feel free to reach out. I'm pretty good at getting back to people within a couple hours, and grateful that people are engaged because it's a democracy we need.
And that, Derek, is what we've created Politics 2.0 on Net News Ledger for, is that we want to move past the soundbite and let the voters and our viewers hear directly from you on the issues. So we're even going to be inviting our readers and viewers to email us a question at newsroom@netnewsledger.com, and we'll be talking to candidates and we'll be raising your issues as we go forward. I want to thank you for coming in.
Thanks, James. I appreciate it. And to your viewers.
And it's James in the Net News Ledger newsroom, Politics 2.0. Stay tuned, Thunder Bay.